stop on that street. I've gotten, I think, tomatoes from them. I bought my mom almonds. I'm not a huge almond fan, but I got her almonds. I bought a few different things from them over the years. Apricots. They always have good apricots. I don't mind them. They don't really do much for me. They're just not my favorite fruit, but my mom likes them. Bees suckle on the local flower. Girl, I don't know why that's funny. Get the local honey. The local bees are suckling. Where does your daughter get stuff from? I'm just curious. I'm just going to call you AJ. But AJ, where does your daughter get stuff from? I'm not a big fan of ordering online because you don't know what you're getting. You have no clue what you're getting when you see it online. So I like to see it in person. Or if I know the company is a good company, then I can go with them. But just like going online and getting whatever, you get played out. You get played out of your money. Yeah, I have too many. I have so many of these that I've built. And like this is the one I was building outside. See how this one's completely different? But this one's totally different. Like all the wallpaper, the mirrors, the fireplace I made, everything. That sofa is completely handmade. Every single part, the leather I put on there, like the frame, all of it. That kitchen table came like that, but I had to glue, obviously, the legs. But then I had to put the top on, like all the other, you know, when you customize it, like that. And then the kitchen, I built that thing back there myself. That wasn't part of it. Neither was that counter. None of this was part of the set. None of this stuff was part of the set. Yeah. There's a camper like this. And then I turned it into this. I've got a few more too. This one was like extensive as hell. It's more open, but the whole layout is there. Wait, I have another one. Oh, see? And this one has like the games you can play. I made a barbecue with like food, all types of little things that are extra. A ton of freaking work. I painted that board it's on, added everything. No. So the kits, okay, this is an accurate account of a kit. Now I added this took me a week because the pearls didn't come with it, the flowers, a lot of that did not come on it. It was supposed to look like this one. And then both of them I customized. This one you can look down in and it's like every second, every inch is covered on this. These were little pearls. These little candy like gumdrops I made were little pearls on a string, like a little sprig. I don't know how else to describe it, a sprig. I cut them, I dipped them in paint, and then put them in the little glasses. Like these, I don't desire to do often. This thing was a son of a bitch to finish. This one is like the one outside, but it's more like chic, elegant. I made the chandelier. It's just a different look and feel. That one has a wardrobe, has a desk. This is like everything you can touch, and it's fabric and it's soft. Like the bed is actual stuff you can touch. The bathroom, like see the walls, that's linoleum. Or, well, it's plastic, but it's meant to mimic linoleum, right? So I did that for there and made like a floating sink. That's a music studio. That's just a little bedroom. These are actually better to start with, to be honest. Like that one's $10. Now I changed everything except for the flooring. Like the walls don't come like that. I added what I did. The beach house is a very extensive one to do. Don't recommend it. This is like a freestyle, both of these. We're not kits at all. I created the whole thing. I built it, every single part. I put together, built. This took forever. I made a scrap board, like wall. Oh my God. Once I started, I went, what am I doing? This one was a lot of fun because it was just so like nostalgic, the colors and stuff. That one was fun to do, but extensive again. They're everywhere. Look, I'm not kidding you. They're everywhere. This one I changed from a music studio into like, kind of like a little church or something to do with religion. This was a freestyle. I just took boards and pieces I had. This was not a set. And then I just created this. This was fun. I did it on live, almost half of it. Took forever. And then this is expensive, okay? So you get a little kit. This is real like porcelain to look like the little china set. This whole thing for all these pieces was $15. So if you think about it, this right here already has $15 in it before we start with everything else. You get it? Like all the pieces, expensive when you add it up. There's another beach house. Like that. This always falls out. This one gets me. It's supposed to hang. It's like a little bungalow chair and it'll swing. No matter how you try to glue it, it's very fragile. It always falls out. And like there's like every little bit is done. Does that make sense? There's a decoration or detail on every little bit. Complete like 360. Complete. There's another one like that, see? The same type of model. Now this one is like 25-ish for just this, but all the extras is not in there. The schoolhouse was adorable. That was fun to do. That was a cute one. Yeah. And then they're everywhere else. There's some in my room. I have some on the microwave. I have some on the fireplace. You literally, as you start to go, you're like, holy shit. And you're just on a roll. Thanks, girl. That's my goal. I wanna create my own business. That's my goal. Is to have my own business. Doing things like that. Things like that. So see what I mean? See how this is blank and now you can kind of envision like how the other ones came together and see like all of this is just stuff I designed. That didn't have shelves there, that didn't have curtains, it didn't have a fireplace when you first make it. These pictures, I buy really good quality paper and cut them and make like picture frames and decorations. Here's one, it's just a square with a paper. And then I glued a vase and then I put the flowers. And this one doesn't want to cooperate, so let's get his ass together. Thank you. These are the pieces that would be for the chairs. And so I took them, instead of putting them on chairs, and made my own bookshelf. These are beads, ceramic or glass beads, whatever, those two, that you can make a necklace with. So I'll buy a string of those. Sometimes they're $10, sometimes they're $6. They're not very cheap. But I'll buy those, and that's what I use for vases because it already has the hole in it. Same with the beads, like that little lamp. I buy little wooden circles. That's just a stick. That's a vase, but that's actually a wooden bead. I glue that, and then I cut a small chain and glue it. It just is like, you just got to use your creativity. You just got to like imagine stuff, you know? And then as you start to do it, if it's your thing, you'll get into it. You'll like it. Because time just passes, and like, that's the only time I really watch a show or something on the news, like, you know, like if there's a trial or something. Other than that, I don't like to sit and watch stuff. I'm like moving around or something. It doesn't hold my attention. It's just what I do if I'm doing something else. Like my hands have to stay busy. And I used to clean like a maniac, and I got sick of that. I got sick of my identity being cleaning, cooking. That shit got old. That shit got old real quick. Do you know how many you have? To be honest with you, I mean, I'm thinking now that I looked at them and I didn't show you all of them, probably 30 to 40. And then I'm finishing that one and another one, and I have one on the shelf that I'm not considering. Yeah, a lot. Are you? Yeah. You gotta find something to do while you do something else. Sometimes you need more than one thing to do. Like, you know how if you're gonna build a puzzle or build a Lego set or something, right? You put something on the TV or you watch a movie with your family or something, right? Or a show. Same concept. Find something you like to do and then watch something. Samantha, I want to, but what people have chosen to do now in the last couple of weeks worries me for my safety. It worries me for my safety. Notifying people where I am and what I'm doing. My house is one thing. We have cameras. The neighbors have cameras. Police live in my neighborhood. Sheriffs, literally across the street is a sheriff. So if anybody fucks with me here, it won't take long before somebody's gonna fuck you up back, right? But when I go out, I don't wanna deal with that. So it'll be one of those things where I don't show you, except maybe if I film little clips with my phone and I make like a short with it, but I'm not gonna talk about prices. I'm just not gonna talk about any of that. None of it. Less is better. Oh, I know. You ain't gotta tell me, Mimi. The police have been into my house 3 times in the past week. 3 times. And left every time. And left every time. Yeah, but it's the goal. That's the goal of it. I gotta rest my hand here. This phone is never gonna charge. It's gonna be, look, it's on 1%. I hate this phone. I have to go back to T-Mobile and see why I can't get the other one undone. I don't know what happened. They need to go to Hobby Lobby. They need to go to Hobby Lobby. Go to Hobby Lobby. Get a hobby. Lobby in the hobby. Once you get into something like this, though, whatever it is, I've seen a lot of guys, I like how a lot of people, like they have an aisle in Hobby Lobby that has nothing but kits that you can put together, like model kits. That's what I'm trying to say. Golly, brother. Like car model kits. They have submarines. They have airplanes. You can make, like, as a guy or a boy, you can go in those aisles. There's 2. And there's so much stuff you could get to, like, make stuff. And I mean, I'm telling you, create like a talent, a full-on hobby. You know? There was something, but when you get into something like this, it gets fun. And then when you walk in, it's like for me, I saw the store differently. Because then I went over to the flowers and that side. And I realized they have little miniature flowers on stems that you can buy. A lot of times they'll have a 40% off sale. I can cut that down, and that's what I use for my flowers or my bushes and vines or things like that. So I'll go to that section, you know? But when I walk in now, I'm like the fabric. Think about it. I have a ton of fabric. I have bagfuls, okay? I'll buy a yard. I'll buy scrap fabric, they call it. They have pieces of fabric and other things in like little sets you can buy, and they really don't go together. It's just like a theme. Like it might all have to do with certain blues, but there's patterns, there's stripes, there's plain ones. So I'll just buy like little things like that, like a yard of something or a pack of cut fabric. And it's perfect because think about it, I don't need a lot to build the beds or the little pillows or a tablecloth. You don't need much. But that's the thing. Once you get a hobby or you work and you do some, either way, you start to notice a world you didn't even think about. I never cared about fake flowers. I never cared about those sections in stores that just didn't, it wasn't my thing when it came to decorating or any other purpose. It seemed very pricey. A lot of them are very pricey, but you have to like create a stash. You have to buy slowly, know what you need, and then you create like your supply. That's what I did. I slowly figured out what I needed and wanted and then focused on that. Let me see if I can move this and show you this. I wish my phone would go up a tiny bit. Good Lord, people. Hold on. Okay, this is not organized right now because I'm moving everything around. But I have a drawer like this. And I buy these things and I separate all of my flowers. Now these, if you go to Hobby Lobby, you're gonna see what I mean. These are all attached and then it's a long vine for like $6.99, $10.99, and then you get 40% off. So one bunch I cut down. And then you have different colors, like I separate by colors. These little feathers things, you know where this came from? I'm giving you my secrets. These are in a pack in the bridal shower section. This is purple and colored flowers, but I do have more than that. But these were for Easter and they're plastic. They're not that other stuff. They're like a really neat plastic. And there was all these different sizes, watch. All these different sizes. I love that, that thrilled me. Those are what the pink ones are. Different colors, different sizes. Sometimes you only need one to put in something. Sometimes you need a couple. I'm not a fan of these. I'll never get these again, the fabric ones, because when you try to cut them, they come apart. Like, see that little middle piece? Watch. Let me see it. There. Okay. This little plastic will come out of it, and all it'll be is this piece. It's very floppy, flimsy, not realistic looking. I don't like those. I got them in blue. I wish I would have bought more. That one I loved for springtime. And then this one I can't really open, but there's more in there just because my stand's in the way. Yeah, they fray. They melt with hot glue if you use hot glue. If you use super glue, it dyes things white or creates like a crust on it. You won't know till you do trial and error with things. I've ruined a lot of things, but then somehow like salvaged them. But I've had a lot of times with these kits where I went, why did I put that there? Why did I do that? And then I had to be real creative with how to lift it and put something else. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But just like with anything, I mean, even doing puzzles, I never thought about because I don't do puzzles. I just don't do them. I have them. I've done them at times. It's not as fulfilling to me as this is. But even with those, you don't think you might need a puzzle tray. If you don't do something, you hear me out. If you don't do it, you don't know what you need. So you're thinking, I'll put it on my table. Well, where are you going to put it if you don't want it on the kitchen table for 2 weeks? Or how are you going to cover it and protect it? Or how are you going to separate your pieces? You don't think about it until you start to do an activity or hobby. Is that my car? Yeah, that's my car. That's me car. That's me vroom vroom. This is the same channel. This is the same channel. You're watching the same thing, babe. Same person, same channel. I'd love to sell you one. I just have to figure out a little bit more about it. Hi, Brick. I'm good. How are you? I'm alive and well. How are you? The girl that's going to do my hair just texted me. And I'm going to have to go in a little bit. I was going to go now before her other client came in. And she just texted me. Something happened with her daughter. Which, it's fine, girl. Let me know when. It's fine. I know, and I didn't even know that about puzzles just because I've never really been around people that did them. That's a lot of times how you see stuff is people have it or you see it on social media. And this girl was doing a puzzle one day and I'm like, what is the puzzle on? And then I realized, and then she pulled out the drawer and I was like, oh, okay, there's stuff for everything that you do. There is something for everything you want to do. I'm just going to dye it one color. I wanted to put hair in and do little things, nothing crazy. I don't want a poof of hair. I don't want a bump. I don't want two different textures of hair hanging down. I don't want that look. Just a little extra, but I'm just gonna, like I told you, like she said, just do the color. We'll see if you want to do the other thing. I said, all right. Okay, but Pooh, just tell me, how much is the cost? Just give me an idea, because I feel like it's what I looked at. What do you think the cost of that is? That could hold that size? That's at least 18 inches long. That's at least 18 by 12. Or I don't know if you call it 12 by 18. How do you do measurements? Lengthwise, then height? You tell me. Yes, look. But I'm gonna spend that to ship that to somebody? And then you're gonna pay for that and the shipping? Think about it. Unless I can buy them in bulk and then take that price down, that's what I need, is like a middleman for some things. I don't know. I'm gonna waste all of my money if I don't, hi Island, if I don't be smart about it. Because right now I'm already investing a lot in this and I haven't made any money. It was just to do it. I know. I just want it to be like affordable. Does that make sense? Affordable. Oh, I'm gonna do my hair dark. I'm not gonna go lighter. I don't like it lighter. Washes me out. Like, I don't care I have gray. Hello, I'm gonna be 44 next week. I mean, I've accepted it. Have you? Okay, so I just want brown, like a rich brown, but it has a shine to it. That's all I want. But on the darker end, not like a light brown. That's what I'm thinking. I know a couple people that work in certain industries here, like that deal with that, let's just say, and I'm gonna see what cost they would give me for it. But man, it seems like it's pricey to do that stuff, to add. I don't know, I just feel bad about that. I feel like I'm upping the cost, or like, I don't know. I gotta stop feeling bad. Shit, I gotta stop feeling bad about shit. Really, Jamie? Have you told me that before? Because not many people share the birthday with me, like the same day. You know how stuff always pops up on social media? Especially around your birthday, it'll be like, hey, where are you at? Da 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 da, Leo gang or Geminis, or you know. I know, but I don't want it to become outrageous. I don't want it to become outrageous. Like, I want to make money, but I also want to make it like attainable. Like, a perfect example. I'm not hating, just hear me out. I have no business in the industry, literally, for hair, right? But what some people charge for a dye job, maybe some hair added, is absolutely ludicrous. And then everybody starts to kind of copy that and become that. And then you're paying 50 times as much as you would have for the same shit you got 2 months ago. You get what I mean? I don't want to be like a money hungry, it's just like ridiculously priced. That's not what I want to do. I know. I'll have to see. I don't want it to be like that. You know what I mean? Where it's just like let's say I'm thinking of charging 50. Let's just say I'm charging 50. We're gonna be up to 100 or more by the time you add all this in. What if I charge more than 50? Then we're at what price? You know? I don't know. Hi, Lacey. I know. It's a process for me, Island. It's a process for me. I don't know. I always want to do for people more than what I'm getting out of it. Whatever that is. I always do. I know. I spend many hours. Many hours on these. Like that one I did. I started the night before this one that just passed. I keep moving it, but over there, and I'm halfway done. And then I worked all day today on it. So I'd say at least 16 hours. But to make all those things like the bed, the pillow, and then the bedding, if you pay attention, it has like wrinkles and creases, and it's very realistic looking. It's plugged in. My phone's plugged in. That's why I'm holding it like this. I'm connected to a million cords right now. I'm connected to a million cords. I wouldn't have this problem if my Android, I don't know what my code is. I don't know what the code could be. Okay, so that's where I want to go with it, Jamie. I know an architect here, and he said something about you could build models for me. You could replicate. So I said, give me a picture of a house. Give me a picture of something and give me a week, and let's see if I can replicate it. And tell me what you want to spend on that, what you would spend on that. Now, his budget's going to be totally different, right? Because those are important. So he's going to have like a different budget. But I like the challenge because I know I can. You can just describe something to me. I will figure out how to create that based off, I can picture it if you tell me enough of what you want. Or let's say you want a tiny replica of your house, or your child wants a replica of their current room, or you have a picture and you're like, can you replicate this? I bet you I can. I bet you I can. Put the charging port on the top of the phone? Oh, okay. So like you could stand it up and then the cord would be like that. So it's not like this. I got you. If I wasn't on this, I could just flip the phone upside down. It would still work. But once you go live, you can't alter the frame. Like on this, because it's my older phone, it doesn't have that function. I think now they have that function where you can do it. But this is the older, like, update. This is the unupdated one that I have right now. Have you done that before? I've done that before where I flipped it upside down because it was pissing me off. Then I finally got a stand where the cord will just go through the bottom of it. I bought a battery pack. I think it's in my car, like a portable charger. Little tiny one, magnet, you put on the back of the phone. It doesn't work. You plug it in, it's just sitting there. You get a few percent, that's it. I was like, well, that was a great purchase. That was a great one. That worked out good. Oh, really? I've done that a lot of times. I think you figure these things out randomly. You're in a moment where you're like, fuck this, and then you turn the phone and you're like, oh, it works. Thank you, Lori. Lori, this is my same page. You can't beat them, join them. You can't beat them, join them. I'm down to play games. What you want to do? I got time. Mimi's like, same page, Lori. She's this girl that I've been seeing a while. She's the love of my life. Like, my feelings for her are so strong. I think about her before I go to sleep. I think about her when I wake up. Right now, my heart's beating so fast thinking about her. Like, oh, strong feelings. Strong feelings for a strong woman. So that's my down bad sister. That's my sister. That's my girl. Stop, I'm talking about my love. You guys won't let me have nothing. All right, it was a soft launch. We go back a long ways, me and her. Long ways. It's my girl. First date, we went and had dumplings. She told me I was her little dumpling. I told her she was my special edition dumpling. We were talking in code the whole time. And she just kept gazing at me, and I was gazing at her. And then I couldn't keep eye contact for that long because of her face. So I would just like slowly, sometimes I would look away just to kind of catch my breath. I had to like breathe it out, really breathe it out. Really. Mimi, no, girl, I'm being real with you. Me and you here together talking honesty. Maggie, don't do that. Next time, just let it out in the toilet. I very much could. That's my goal. I'm perfecting what I'm good at so I can go out and do it. Does that make sense? I'm perfecting what I do right now so I can go out and do it. Oh. Samantha, next time don't tell me. Samantha, don't tell me next time, please. I'm definitely not gonna go look for that. That is not my thing. I like a classy woman, not a trashy woman. Bodily functions and really loud, overdone laughing and, doesn't attract me. Just be you. I mean, we might not know what that is, but just be you. Try it. Try it. I love a good dumpling, honey. Some people call me their little dumpling. They call me their soup dumpling because I'm full of broth. But it's organic. I'm full of organic broth. I know that. No GMOs in me. None. Samantha, it is what it is. It is what it is. If they can't talk to you, they talk about you. It just is what it is. Maggie, because I've never pulled up a video of hers before. I waited to do it on live. I have never once pulled up a video of hers. I haven't never heard her voice until that moment. I did like a live reaction with you guys. When I tell you I don't go look for bullshit about me, I don't. I'll never go somewhere where somebody's talking shit about me. Don't ever come do it to my face. You're smart enough to do it on the internet. Because I don't do that in real life. I wouldn't sit at a table for 3 minutes with somebody that didn't like me and plead my case or let them talk to me away. It just doesn't work like that with me. It doesn't work. You too, Laced. You too. The sun came up. I just realized the sun came up. Yeah, it is what it is. Life goes on, Life will go on. Let's walk outside a second. My robe keeps coming undone, chickie. I just went to turn the music down to pause it, and I was going to turn my fan off. I robotically do stuff. I do the same stuff. Like if I'm going to go in the house, I'll turn all this off. I'll unplug outlets, lock everything up, right? I was ready to shut it down right now. Samantha, that's what I'm doing. I'm just focusing on the good. Fuck the bad. Fuck the bad people. Fuck the bad news. Fuck the bad outcome. Man, I wasted too many years giving a fuck about that. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to be 44. The fuck? At 44, you don't keep going with that shit. You just move past it. I mean, if that's your business and you can't make money any other way, I get it. I get it. There's a way to make money for everybody. There's a way for everybody. Tesla girly, you got a Frank? You got a Frank? Because I know Frank, and that's my man. I'm gonna tell you now, if you keep fucking with Frank, you're gonna Frank around and find out. I'm here for Frank. Oh, sounded like a little droplet. Maggie? Ew. Ew. That is the most unattractive shit ever. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. That is unattractive as fuck. And making yourself crude and nasty doesn't really work. Stop. No, stop. Put some perfume on and lighten up. You're in a funk. Lighten up. I'm gonna miss that when it's gone. I hated that when they first started growing that. It came from the other side of the fence. I'm gonna show you, okay? So this part isn't redone. This part over here is. That's a new fence. So now they're gonna do this side, but in order to do the fence, they have to rip out all the vines. So now we're gonna have a fence with, you know how they never put the wood close enough? And there's these little like slits and slats and opening. Shit, at this point they're sluts. I don't know, they're creeping through. Termites in the night, bitch. But then you're out here and you're trying to enjoy yourself, and I'm telling you, my neighbors are nosy. I'm saying it, I've said it, I'll keep saying it. It just happened with Sohaila. We're sitting there and here comes the neighbor. Pops the head up over the fence. I'm in my bra and underwear in the pool. If I wanted to say hi, I would. You don't speak to me outside in the front. Why are you speaking to me in the back? What's going on, sugar? What's happening with us? Come here, give me a kiss. I love you. But it's too much. I know my line. I have a boundary. I don't do that. But anyways, now it's going to be open. So that kind of sucks. Like open, but not. And then if they plant, oh, I think a bird is giving birth. She's doing the breathing exercises. She's doing Lamaze. She said, Godspeed, girl. What is that exactly? There's a lot of wildlife out here. You wouldn't think so. There's a lot of wildlife and a big ass titty in your face. And you think I want to waste time breastfeeding your man? You think I want to put my whole areola in his mouth and get him to latch on correctly so I don't have nipples that are bleeding? You think I want to pump my breast milk for him to drink while he's at work? Well, I do. I actually do. Hold on, when I get mad, I start rocking back and forth. Let me just get it out of my system. Lori, I don't have any problems. I mean, honestly, we're friendly. Our actual neighbors on each side, we're all friendly. We're all nice to each other. We just don't make it personal. We don't go out to dinner or something. But we all respect each other's property, the noise level, all of it. I wouldn't be out here screaming at night. I wouldn't be out here past a certain time. I just know better. It's fucked up to do. And if my mom sleeps right here and she complains when neighbors have done things in the past, right? Just noise late at night, a party, something, right? I always listen to that part. Consider the people you live by. Why make it bad for yourself? Well, that went out. Why make it bad? I'm trying to remember, Lori. I don't really want to rehash it, but I'm trying to remember. Don't rehash it. I'm just thinking. So much has happened in life. I don't know. I gotta stand up. I don't want to show you my whole crotch. Ugh, hold on. I have securely tied this robe, but it is dying to open and show you what's going on. It wants to talk to you, girl. What are you doing? Titties. That's what you're doing. Okay. So now I got to figure out something different to do with my morning and swap it with what I was going to do this afternoon so I can go and meet her. But nothing is open right now. The stores I'm going to go to, like I have to do some returns at Walmart and Target and one other store. The one I'm thinking of first that I was going to go to, that won't open until probably 10 a.m. Obviously, Walmart and Target open at they're open by 8. Girl, it's 6:15, okay? It's 6:15. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. Like I do, but I don't. So much has happened, like in life, that if it probably wasn't bad, I don't remember. Like if it was a normal exchange, I don't remember. Something has to happen for me to like recall it, because so many things have happened. So many things. But I'm glad, honestly, like as neighbors, they're both very decent people. They don't say much. They don't cause problems. They're not the type that are going to call the police on you or like, you know what I mean? Like they're not mean like that. We're all we do our own thing. We do our own thing. Something about the dog barking. Maybe it'll come to me when I'm in the shower. I can't remember. Maggie, I have one neighbor that has done so much work on her house, and it's beautiful on the inside, but I still can't figure out how she can still do so much work on the house. Like it's literally been redone in every way. It's beautiful. But there will still be people that come at 7 a.m. and start cutting down trees or building. I swear, when I say this, I'm not kidding, building cabinetry. They're right there. My bedroom window is right there. But I don't know. I just get up early now. I don't plan on sleeping in. Out of town, in town. I'm up by 6 or so. I'm up. That's it. They're building an ark. Maggie, they're in there building an ark. Well, I'm glad you remember, Lori. I'm glad you literally remember that. That's funny. I wish I could picture it though, because those kind of encounters are funny where like nothing bad comes of it. It's just, you say something. That's it. People take shit too far. Not everything is so deep. You get in an argument with somebody, I'm going to call the police. What fucking year were you born in, bitch? I was born in 82. Calling the police is not for you. You call the police in literally a state of emergency. Like you're bleeding out. If you're not bleeding out yet, wait, hang up. Call back in a few minutes. Call back 10 minutes from now. Give it time. Okay, funny you said that. I just saw like an ad, something. I've been watching, I don't know if you've been watching the Lindsay Clancy trial. I typically don't watch many trials anymore because the ones you see are pretty bad, right? They're not going to showcase a trial if it's not bad. I don't like to hear about certain violence or certain things like that. The details, how bad it gets, I don't really care for that. So it depends on what it's about. But I've been watching that. So anyways, I'm watching clips, controlled clips as I call it. I can control what I'm seeing and hearing. It's not overly done. So like after it's been edited, okay? And a Five Below ad came up. But I like to buy, like for my daughter's room, I'd rather buy quality things than stuff that might fall apart. Or you're actually paying more over there for something. Because you know how nothing is Five Below anymore. It's 5 and higher. Not 5 and lower. It's 5 and higher. Oh, that's $7.50. Oh, that one's 10. That over there, that's the $25 section. Okay, where is the Dollar Tree for me? Where's $1 and less? Maybe $3 at the most. Like, point me to the shit section. You know, beyond clearance. Show me where that's at. You got a credit card? I'll finance it. Klarna, make an easy payment. No, Jennifer, I was lying. I was trying to come up with like a plan so everybody would believe me on the internet and like me a little bit more if I was moving, which, you know, would never happen. So I told everybody I was putting money down on something. It was a lie. I'm so sorry. I don't know where you're going to live now that I didn't decide to do it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do wish you the best on your journey. You let me know how it goes. The shit section? You go in, you got anything defective? What'd you say? You got some defective shit? You got some shit that's broken? I don't care if the bow has only one loop. I don't need a 2-bow loop. What do I need that for? Here and here, overly done. Just give me one loop, one piece to the side. Just one and one and it's done. Did anybody return anything and they used it halfway? It's fine, 50% off, 50% used. Sell it to me, hit me with it. It's open food. That's all right, put it in the basket. I'm gonna try my luck. I've had COVID, I'm sure I'll move past this. I ate the lettuce at Taco Bell. It was hard. Literally, and it wasn't Five Below. It was diarrhea and up. My ass was shooting like a water gun. I was a Super Soaker 3000 out of my fucking anus. I was on the toilet going, girl, I thought a cat was hissing at me. I had the window open because, you know, it smelled. And I thought a fucking pussy cat was hissing at me. No, it was my ass. I was in there a while. I came out, my mom said, are you okay? How'd it go? I said, everything came out okay. I don't know what you want, how do I recap it? Everything came out okay. Everything came out smooth and quick. It was over before I knew it. I can glue it back together. I've eaten lettuce like it's my job. Why? Because you think it's gone? That's how they're gonna get you. Everything's fine, go back to eating it. Oop. You're gonna have that Super Soaker 3000 ass. Watch. Squirting for hurting. And hurting for squirting. It's gonna happen. Lace, the only reply I have to that is my mom has not asked me to move out and she wants us to stay here. That's the honest answer. If I choose to go, it'd just be because I choose to go. But it's ultimately up to me and her, and I don't hold her hostage to live here. You better let me live here. I don't. Danny, you don't have enough history to be able to say that. You don't have enough history. You don't know what's happened. You only know what I've told you. That's my Super Soaker. It's going to empty out again. Did you hear my stomach? Is that... The worst is when your stomach makes loud noises. You don't have a stomach ache. You don't have any of that, and your stomach starts to make those loud ass noises. And then you get nervous because you don't have a bad feeling, but it doesn't sound right. I've had that happen before, like in a doctor's office or other places, and I'm trying to just sit there and act normal, but my stomach is making a million sounds. Maggie, that's from that movie, 40-Year-Old Virgin. I haven't watched it in forever, but there, you know how like every movie will have like a line, not every movie, but you'll remember a movie and you'll remember a line from it. Like, okay, I love the movie Dumb and Dumber. That shit's hysterical. And when they're at the restaurant and he's messing with the other guy that's about to like kick his ass and shit, he's like, kick his ass, sea bass. Like they, you know, those little like, you just remember. If somebody's like arguing, in my head, I'm like, kick his ass, sea bass. Dan is a minion from beef jerky. What does that mean? Is that from a movie? What is that from, Maggie? I don't recognize it. Unless you're just saying something about somebody else. I don't know. God, I can't wait to take my hair down. I've had my hair up or back or covered for like 3 or 4 weeks now because I didn't decide what I wanted to do. Oh, Kelly Clarkson. You know I had a ringtone? Or no, it was a text message sound. It's still on my phone. And it was that voice right there screaming, Kelly Clarkson. And it was from one of my friends that was named Kelly. So if she would text me, well, her name wasn't Kelly, it's Kelly. Her name was Kelly, she changed it. She's Bertha now. I don't have a sound for that. But when she was Kelly, that was the sound for her. Yep. Those movies are so fun to watch. You gotta be in the mood for it though, to like relax and laugh. If I'm stressed, I can't enjoy anything I watch. I'm just not like mentally present. I'm distracted the whole time. I didn't think you'd say that. I just talked about Kohl's to somebody yesterday. We were talking about like, she's looking for a dress for a wedding. And she's like, I need this, this, or this to be the colors or whatever. And then she's like, maybe I'll go to Kohl's. And I was saying to her, that store is very pricey. I bought some stuff there in June and I couldn't believe what I spent on 3 things. And I didn't have a choice. Like it was last minute. I had to buy it right then. I did not have a choice. I couldn't believe what I spent. It was not worth it. I think a lot of times though, those stores get you with the credit cards. You can get a store credit card. You don't have to pay anything today. You can save this. You can get this back. And it's like free money. Feels like free money when you get a credit card. Till you get that bill. Till you get that bill. Department store cards are the worst thing you can do to yourself. The worst thing. The APR, all of it, worst thing you can do to yourself. Quickest way to get yourself in collections is that right there. Where have I been? Just, you know, backing it up. Just a little, you know, 1-2 action. Just chilling. I've had a lot to do, so I had to just concentrate on what I had to do. I wasn't gonna get it done. Too many parts. We don't have one of those. What is that? Menards? What is that? There's another place I never heard of until like the last, I don't know how many years. And I feel like it's only on the East Coast. No, it might be Midwest, but it's not here. Dillard's. I hadn't heard that, so I was like, Dillard's? And then my friend was telling me what it was. I was like, what is Dillard's? But I bet you it's comparable to something we have here. Ooh, it's comparable to something. Let's not make it easy to steal my content. If I play music, you can't take it. You can't take it if I play music. Or you can, but you won't make $1. Nah. Yeah, gotcha with the copyright. The copyright. Is it like Kohl's? Yeah, I figured it's something like that. Like higher end department store. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. Wait. Oh, it's like a Lowe's. I've never heard of that company. I've never heard of that. I always hear about Publix, the grocery store. I don't know if it's played up or what. I hear about it. Never been to one. Never been to one. But they talk about the sandwiches. They talk about whatever, right? And I'm like, well, where is it? Can we go there? It's far. It's far. I wonder if I can turn this light off now. Hold on. Ooh. I have like 3 bagfuls of the kids' clothing that they've grown out of. They don't want, whatever. I need to drop that off. They have like drop-off stations where you just drop your stuff off at like Goodwill or whatever. And there's one next to both stores. Yeah, there's a Target in the other store I'm gonna go to. There's no Walmart right there, but that doesn't matter. But anyways, like I'm gonna zip around and make all my dots connect. Yeah, we have Harbor Freight, but that hasn't been here that long either, I feel like. It hasn't been here 10 years, I don't think. Less than 10 years, I feel like. I'd be surprised if it was 10 years. Maybe 10 years? I know, see, we don't have it. And then one of my good friends lives out in Florida, and she was like talking about her sandwich. And I was like, where'd you get it? Right? I was aggressive. I said, where'd you get it? Made her flinch. And then she said Publix. So I hung up. I've never called her back. I can't be friends with her. You're not going to tell me all about a sandwich I can't get locally. Why would you do that? Why would you brag about your turkey and avocado sandwich to me? That's not nice. Don't do that. If she gets wind of this, she's about to text me. If you don't shut up about this sandwich. She's gonna be like, if you don't shut up about this damn sandwich. I tease her about it every time I talk to her. Like she'll call me and instead of saying hello, I'll be like, oh, is this the sandwich girl? Or one time, I got her good. I said, Publix, can we help you? She paused and I waited and then she was like, hello? And I go, Publix grocery store, can I help you? And then she realized I did call her, I didn't call Publix. She was like, I really thought I called the grocery store. I said, why? To get a sandwich? Traitor? You think you're gonna get a tuna sub without me? Not today, girl, not today, and not tomorrow. FaceTime me, let's do it together. Let's do it all together. Is it south and to like East Coast? Because I know it's in Florida for sure. I don't know what other states it's in or like areas, but I feel like west, I mean, I always say West Coast, East Coast to like maybe the Midwest, but I'm not sure. There was something else too one time they showed about Publix. It was like, I don't know, like a dinner deal or like something. And it looked very reasonable and good. Like it didn't look like crap, you know, like just a chicken in a bag with something else. It looked decent. I forgot what it was. Or dinner options or things you can put together. I don't know, whatever it is. But it looked good. And I went, of course we don't have it here. We got Aldi's. I'm not an Aldi's fan. I am not an Aldi's fan at all. I have never liked it when I've gone in. I really don't want to try brands I don't know. I don't know. It's not my thing. And having to put the quarter in the cart. I gotta ask somebody for a quarter. I can't even come in the grocery store. Or I gotta carry it all. Take my own cart. Take one of the hand carts from Target and go in there and get your stuff. I didn't have to pay a quarter. I stole it. It's my cart now. Lori, you're like the 5th person today in the chat that has told me about living in Michigan. I swear you're like the 5th person that mentioned Michigan. I've never heard it so much as I have today. What does the quarter do? The quarter unlocks it so you can use the cart. And then is there like a limit of distance where you can take the cart? Like, does it lock up? I can't remember how this works. I've been there only a couple times. I never needed a basket. But, like, is it just so you return it to the front? So they don't have to come out and get it? Like, what's the quarter for? Because it's obviously not to steal the cart. It's a quarter. I'm sure they all lock up nowadays. Like, they have a line where they can only go to. But I've never actually gotten a cart. Okay, I wondered what it was. I never thought about it really, to be honest with you. I never really like racked my brain over it. But I wondered what it was. I'm bad about that. I should take my own bags and very like good, sturdy, secure ones instead of dealing with buying them and then them being a piece of crap. And then I don't know how many bags we have in the house. We have a ton of paper bags in the house right now. We really don't need all those. But that's something I should look for. I have one like for freezer stuff that I put in my trunk, but then I transfer my stuff into it. That's pointless. But it's made for the back of your car. You know, it's not like one of those that you take out. It's made for your car. Throw your groceries in the car without being bagged? Well, it depends on how much you have. If it's not that much, who cares? But when you have a lot, that's a lot of work. It's like a Costco trip. Every single thing, you gotta ask for a box or you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna be putting every little thing in the back of your car. The bread's just going, the hot dogs are going. I have good intentions, but do I use them? No. I think we have some in the house. Like, you know, reusable shopping bags. I've never thought to take them out of there and use them. We just hang them on the wall. It's decoration. It's hanging up in the pantry so people can see we have it. It's like a token piece. It's memorabilia. Remember that time we went to Sam's Club and bought that bag for no good reason? It's right there. You can take your fish, another seafood, and then they will do a boil. Okay, where? Where are you talking about? Are you talking about Publix? Are you talking about Aldi's? Where are you talking about? Because I've heard that about Publix and it's not Sprouts, right? Man, I just saw something on this. They took their thing somewhere and they did it. Might have been Walmart. Might have been something that I saw that I was like, probably not for me, but okay. I just end up making the crab boil, making the thing, and damn, that's expensive and extensive. Expensive and extensive to do. That's like a treat. That's a whole ordeal to do. if you do it yourself. Like you buy everything and then, you know, you add it. It's a lot of steps. I feel like that should be like a birthday dinner or something, unless we're going out to buy it. And even then, that's expensive. You don't get much. I don't know if our prices here are crazy high or if that's normal. You could not do a crab boil for $50 a person and get decent things. I remember I took the kids, and the last time I spent $246, not including the tip. They didn't even have the stuff they wanted in it. I couldn't believe how much I paid for that, and nobody was satisfied. $250. Never again am I doing that. Never again. Really? Aldi's is cheaper than Walmart? Damn. That kind of sucks. I was having another conversation with like a different friend, and she was talking, we were just catching up, like, what are you doing? She said, I'm putting groceries away. She said, I spent, I don't know what she said. It was a little bit more than like $250. And she said, I just spent all this. I barely got anything. And I said, where'd you order from? And she said, Walmart. I was surprised. Because also she didn't buy like a ton of name brands. She kind of bought their brand and stuff. So I was surprised. Man, I wonder if like that stresses the cashier out. Because people probably complain, you know what I mean? It's probably stressful to deal with. You got a long line, people are annoyed, bring somebody up, there's nobody to bring up. You can't do anything about it. You know what? I like the self-checkout because I know I'm not gonna steal anything. Like I know I'm not gonna I'm not gonna scan, miss-scan, whatever they call it. I know I'm not. But it's like quieter to me. It's a quieter experience. I can just scan and bag. Sometimes, depending on the cashiers, the checkers, they will talk to you. If you don't really feel like talking, it's kind of torturous because you don't, like for me, I don't want to be rude, but I'm just like I don't want to talk right now. And then you're kind of like, damn, don't be a bitch, make conversation. But if you're not in the mood, that's hard. And I mean like if you've got a lot going on, not I had a bad day. That I can push aside, and I'm usually pretty friendly with people wherever they work. There's no point in being rude to them. But I don't know, but that's all I got. But Michiganders, that's what you guys are called? Oh, so you be Michigandering around. You be Miranda. You be, what do you call it? Meandering. You be meandering around the Michiganders. I don't think I've ever heard that before. These Michiganders. Girl, you know what happened to me today? I got in an argument. With who? A Michigander? A Michigander. Am I saying it wrong? Michigander. It was a Minnesota gardener girl. I don't know who it was, but we got in a whole fight. Wait, I'm missing it. Okay. Oh, Lori, does your body hurt at all? As soon as it gets cold here, because I have a couple like broken bones, or I've had broken bones and other issues with my back. I love the cold weather, but I always forget how bad my body will stiffen up. Badly. It's like your body locks up. In the bed, you're trying to sleep, you're locked up. You're in handcuffs without the handcuffs. I agree with that, Pooh. It doesn't matter where you're gonna spend. And like even Dollar Tree, I don't go there often. I just don't care for it anymore like that. I'll go for random things. It's just not my first choice. But now it's like everything is $1.50 or $2 or $2.25 or $3. Very few things are $1.25 or whatever they're, I don't know. It went to $1.25. Is it $1.50 now? I don't know. I know that I bought like 4 things for a party recently, and each thing was more than that. And they look like the stuff you would normally get, like very thin plastic, you know what I mean? Like you would have paid $1.25 for it, but everything I got was more than that. Everything. I didn't think it was gonna last forever like that though. It's like those are the old days where you could get something for $1 or 2 for $1. Like what are you gonna, you can't get beef jerky, you can't get gum, you cannot get shit for that price now. I mean, you can get shit, but I don't want that. I'm sorry to hear that, Lori. That's a hard thing to deal with. That right there is hard. Hard. I'm sorry. Does any of that help you? Like wrapping yourself up, or I don't know, you know, like being comfortable in that way, or being secure, or warming yourself, or does any of that help? Or does it just make it maybe a little bit easier? I don't know. I know that's a hard one. That's not easy. You thought you were seeing things, huh? I felt like such a cheap ass, like, and you shouldn't. You should do whatever you want when you're spending your money. You get up to the register and you don't want to pay that, don't pay that. You don't want to keep that after you realized how much it was, then don't. But you know when you're in a store like that, and the item's like $1.50 or $2 or $3, but you look at it and you go, why am I even buying this? It's not even the money. I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I buying this? I feel bad if I'm like, can you come take this off? Can you take this off my tab for $1.50? I just end up having buyer's remorse. I know. Sometimes I'm like, what am I picking up? What am I doing? There was a little toy thing. It had to do with those dumplings, something like that. And I saw them, something like a squishy. It was a squishy, or, you know, whatever you call those. Jelly-like squish things. One of those. And I could have sworn it only would have been a couple of dollars. That thing was $10. I was shocked. Because there's no way I'm going to pay that for a squishy thing. Especially at Dollar Tree. You know it's going to fall apart. You know it is. You know, like, oh, that's what it is. Like the Butters, Squishmallows. I don't know what they call them. But you know, they're like foam and then they bounce back. So Halo was obsessed with them. But I didn't want to fall into that. I was like, I'll get you some. But I knew what she was going to do, and she did it. She starts ripping pieces off. Rip them in half. Then my $7, my $10 is just sitting there. It's pointless. Those little things I really don't get looped into anymore. You can get 1 or 2. That's it. We don't need 15 of everything. But we still have 15 of everything. If you go look, we got about 15 of everything. Yep. It didn't stick. 15 of everything. I wish my mom got up early. I wish she got up early. We couldn't leave together because my kids are here, but we could like order breakfast or like, you know, whatever. Make something. She doesn't really come out of her room that early. She used to. Not anymore. She finally sleeps now. She rests her body finally. Well, it's a free world. It's a free world. Nothing I can do about it. You know? It is what it is. My life's gonna keep moving forward. So, it is what it is. Every time I hear the word raging, I think of hormones. I just think of hormones. I had a friend going through menopause and she was losing her mind, okay? It was good to experience because then I saw what comes, like what actually happens. It's no joke to go through menopause. I think she was going through a divorce too, if I remember right. She was going through a divorce and menopause. Girl, that's a double whammy for a woman. That is incredible to go through. Same thing as if you were pregnant or something. You know where your hormones are just... But I remember she said, my hormones are raging and I'm a raging bitch. I pulled my blanket up. I hid from her. I was scared. I said, never mind. I don't want to talk right now. You need to take a nap. Water therapy, I've heard, has helped a lot of people with things. Being perimenopausal. It's the peri. You're in parish. You're in rebels. Rumbles? Rebels. Whatever you're in, girl. You're perishing. I get that, Lori. But also, sometimes it's not fun to laugh at your situation. Do you know what I mean? Or laugh at, like, it's... I'm sure most people couldn't even understand what it's like. It's no joke. And nowadays, in the world we're in, people are so cruel. In public, otherwise, people are cruel as fuck to people. Cruel. There's like no boundary. No matter who, you can get it. You can get it. Poo, do you know what I'm talking about some poo. You know what I was doing a couple years back? It was probably like 5 years or so ago though, honestly, like a while back, but I never forgot that this happened. I had a heating pad, right? It's like this long. It's a decent size, like this. Now you could use it for like cramps or your back or something, right? Well, I was out here and I go, I'm cold. I'll put the seating pad on my chair and sit on it. Now I'm turning it up. I'm on super powerful high, okay? And I'm sitting on this thing and I can feel my legs burning, but I thought they're just hot. I'm hot. I had like a brown type burn bruise on my butt, on my legs. Now, mind you, I had clothes on. I had underwear, I had shorts and sweats. Because you know when you're cold, you'll layer yourself. I remember having layers on, but sitting on this, and I had like burns on me. It took probably a year to go away off of my skin. And it was just the discoloration, but that's what you'll do. I've heard a lot of other people say they did that though. They did something with a heating pad and it burned their skin. It sounds like a good idea until I'm telling you this story. It sounded like a good idea. Keep you warm. Pooh, that's true. Or when somebody can tell that something's up with somebody, let's just say it like that. Something's up with the person. You know there's some issue and all they do is stare. Like I get looking, but you gotta train yourself to look away. It doesn't feel good to be stared at, especially if you're having any kind of issue. It's the last thing you want, I feel like. I thought you said you've been yourself. I was like, I think you've been yourself. You've burnt yourself, yeah. Or if you have like a little heater, like a space heater, and you put it too close to you, you will burn your skin. Just not with like blisters, but you will burn your skin. I used to have one I'd sit on the floor under my table and I would sit out here and it would create enough heat, right? Like by your feet. Burn your ankles right off your body. Yeah, but Maggie, you might have like a tough skin. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't. Some people don't. It sucks. Sometimes I have to wait for the comments to move if you see me like I'm reading, because your background in the comments is one color, the chat. For me, it's transparent on my screen. So the chat is overlaid on me from about here down. So I'm trying to read as it's transparent. Sometimes it's hard to keep up. And they made the font smaller. The font is smaller. It's tiny. Very tiny. You gotta do that. What should I do? I have at least another hour before I can go do anything I want to do. And even then, the other 2 stores I was going to go to, they're like department stores. They're not going to open until probably 10 a.m. I don't want to leave the house and then come back and leave again. I like to do all my stuff in one trip because I'm probably not likely to want to get in the car and leave again. Or I won't want to go till later, or I lose the I like to go all in one shot, whatever I got to do. If it takes me 3 hours, fine. If it takes me 20 minutes, fine. The in and out kills me. Don't like it. Also, if you get dressed in whatever way, I don't like to come home and sit in whatever I went out in for many reasons, but it's usually not that comfortable. You know? Like if you wear jeans or something else, you're like, take this off. Get this away from me. If I had a hot tub, Lori, I would sit in that thing every day. I don't care if it's hot out, I would be in that hot tub. Well, maybe not if it's super hot out, right? But if it wasn't, I would be in that hot tub. I've never been a fan of those at like hotels and stuff, unless it's like really nice. Even then, I'm not a fan of like the community pool, the community spa. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't want to get in it. When I was a kid, I'd do whatever, didn't care. As an adult, I'm like, it. And then sometimes you go somewhere to get in a spa and there's little kids in there. And I understand it, but it's not fun for the adults that want to sit in there and relax because the kid's doing anything and everything under the moon. I gotta get in when nobody's gonna bug me. Or you get in and there's that one other adult that wants to talk to you the whole time. The whole time. And it's like hard to say. How do you say, hey, you know, I don't mean to cut you off, but could you shut the hell up? I'm just trying to sit here and relax. Not very nice. It doesn't come off right, you know? It doesn't go over good. And nowadays, I swear, you can't say anything even in a nice way to somebody. They're taking it wrong, they're pissed off, they're offended. Doesn't matter how you say it. 2 minutes later, they make a TikTok. So this lady asked me to shut up when I was in the spa talking her ear off. I didn't know I had to be quiet in a spa. And then there's a whole wildfire because of it. I need to put something else on. I just don't want to wake my daughter up. I don't think I will, but I think it's important that they sleep. I don't want her getting up early and then she's going to drag in the afternoon because I'm not letting my kids. We started this school thing. You know, when you get back on your school schedule, So I told them, you cannot take a nap in the day. It messes you up at night. You cannot. No naps. So if you get up at 6 or 7, you're probably going to want to take a nap. Get your sleep in now. Get it in there. I got my son, I was talking about this earlier, but I didn't say what it was. I got my son a really good basketball hoop, like a real good quality one. Really nice. A lot of money, but nice. He loves basketball, and I'm trying to get him, even though I'm doing it, I'm trying to get him off the TV, off the phone. Now I took his phone away. He doesn't have a phone. He has well, right now he doesn't have his game system. He got in trouble. When you get in trouble, I take your stuff away. You do better, you earn some of it back slowly. The phone is an issue. We need the phone to be gone. You don't need it, it's a problem. The game you can play, you're not gonna stay up all night, you're not gonna talk to everybody, you're not gonna scream, you're not gonna rage, we're not doing that. Now he's not like that, he just gets loud and excited, but it's loud and excited. And then we go from there. He gets amped. Or having the TV on all the time, or, I want him to like come out of there. Now that's not hard to do, but you gotta find things that are interesting to them. Not come sit here and stare at us on the couch. What is that? And I want him to do things he wants to do, not force him to do certain things or certain things with me. Like have an option. When he had his other basketball hoop, he's had a bunch. He's broken most of them. Then we got this cheapy one. And it was only cheap because the neighbor was getting rid of it. So they're like, do you want it? Yeah, but it was janky, but it still worked. And then there he went and he broke it. Broke the janky thing. It would have probably lasted a little while. It was okay. But anyways, I don't know how to put that together, and I'm not gonna do it. I don't think anybody in this house can do it. And I want to surprise Kamal where he just walks outside or wakes up and it's put together. Because it's big, it's massive, it's like the real deal, right? Not the little Tykes one. The quotes I got from certain places and people to put this together was half of the price of the hoop. So if I'm doing the math right, I'm gonna spend $650 on a basketball hoop. We're not cementing it in the ground. We're not attaching it to the house. That's a lot. That is kind of crazy. That's a lot. So I'm trying to figure out who I can get to put this thing together. Because I don't know. I have no clue.
A car accident that wasn't your fault?
No.
You may qualify for a free kick.
No, I wasn't. Tommy and I aren't dating anymore. We're not dating anymore. It didn't come out wrong. Maggie, I know what you mean. There are some people that are young and they just can't put things together. It's not their forte. They don't have the patience, or when they're following along with directions or instructions, they get flustered, whatever. Not everybody is built for everything. You know what I mean? Not everybody. But that's not an option. I'll figure it out. I just think I'm not gonna get ripped off for the assembly. There's no way it should cost that. So I need to find like a college kid that wants to make money, a high school kid. I don't know. I guess you could do it in high school. I don't know. I just don't want it fucked up. That's expensive. I don't want it fucked up or put together wrong, or I don't want to deal with it. There, I'm looking for nothing. I do, but here's the thing. I don't really trust people right now. I just don't trust people right now. So I'm kind of trying to not, I don't know. But I don't have that. I know what it is, but I don't have it on my phone. I've never even needed to really find somebody to assemble something. I always figured it out. Well, Maggie, I'm not going to call him after we're not talking, you know? It's just best to not talk. I'm not going to call him and be like, can you do this for me? I'll pay or I'll figure it out. It's also a big job. That's not exactly a simple thing, you know? So somebody can earn some extra money and I can get it done right. I'm just going to have to figure out who. A lot of my neighbors, though, that I do talk to, a lot of these people on the street have grown children, like grown sons or grandsons that are grown. So sometimes if you see somebody and you say something like, hey, and everybody knows my son, everybody knows he plays basketball. Whenever they go by and he plays, he would go out there like 6 a.m. and just start playing. They'd all say hi to him. But I can't remember who lives where with those grandkids and kids. I know the neighbors, but I'm trying to place. Like I said, a lot of the people in the neighborhood are older. They're around my mom's age or younger, but not that young. So I got to think about it. I'm not going to go door to door like, hey, just wanted to ask you. You want to make $100? Like, could you imagine? I'm on everybody's Ring doorbell. Can you help me? I'll figure it out. I'm just not going to pay what I was quoted. I know that. That's crazy. Craziness. Yeah, that too. I don't want it coming apart. I don't want it falling. I don't want it done wrong. Yeah, I'll see, Maggie. It's coming up on the weekends, so more people are out. Because otherwise, my street is pretty damn quiet, to be honest. A lot of people don't park in the driveway or on the street. Like, it is very quiet here. They come out of their garage, they're gone. They come back, they're right in the garage. We all do it. We're like thieves in the night. It's like out of a movie. We all zip in and out. Maggie, I hope so. I hope somebody's going to be happy about it. Or they know somebody. You know what I mean? I hope. I hope. We'll see. I don't know. Word of mouth is good, though. Like, my mom knows a lot of people. I do know people in town. A lot of my friends and people, I just don't bug. I don't ask for things. And they won't let me pay them. They're not going to let me pay them. And I want to pay somebody to do the job right and give a fuck, and then that helps that person out. I like that exchange. You do good work, you make some money, great. And then if I need something else and you want to do it, great. Got somebody to do it. Yeah, it's like the cheapest was $200 that I was quoted. It's $200 was the cheapest I was quoted. And I just went, there's no way. And then if the person comes from one of these things, who's to say they're not going to up me or up the fee or say, oh, we didn't know it was this size, or we didn't, with the companies that I was going with? Hell no. Hell no. It kind of is, right? Like there's a conspiracy going in and out of the garage like that. It tells you, though, people don't really feel like talking. Like they'll come out. I've seen it all up and down the street. Somebody appears because they've come home or they're going to leave. They'll go out there, check their mail quick as fuck. They'll get their trash cans and they're gone. Before you could even put your shoes on to walk, they're out. But then you have those neighbors, like there are some that are very friendly. They go walking every day. Like you see them. Not all of them. Some of them you just wouldn't even know they live there. Very, very quiet. You don't see them. But that's kind of how it is now. A lot of people, like when we used to move in somewhere, like I'd move in an apartment or a townhome or somewhere, or my parents, but I remember me, like in my places, you'd introduce yourself to your neighbors. Hey, I just wanted to let you know my name's so-and-so, I just moved in here. You know what I mean? Nowadays, people will look at you and be like, what? You came to tell me you're my neighbor, okay. It's like that has left the building somewhat. It's gone. It is gone. They're tiny boxes. I think it happens even when they're in the bigger homes, I'm telling you. I don't know. But people react so weird now and act so weird, so I kind of get it. Like they don't even want to waste their time talking to somebody because that shit might go left. Why am I even going to talk to you? I get it. I get it. You just got to do this. That's all you do to people. You be like, maybe crack a smile. Like just one side, just that's all you give them. Side wave, side hand, that's it. Well, I'm glad you can get a laugh. Laughing's good. It's good for you. We don't laugh every day, I feel like. At least I don't. I don't laugh like hard every day. Might laugh out loud at something quick, but then it's back to business, back to depression. I'll catch myself laughing and I'll go, oh! I rebuke this happy spirit. You leave now. Laughter, be gone. Who's smiling? Stop. I just shut it down randomly. Stop now. Sometimes you can't laugh. I've had many days where I was not gonna laugh. Nothing was funny, nothing was entertaining. I was in a funk, bad. Maybe so, Maggie. Maybe so. I don't know. I try to be friendly, but I don't overdo it. Like I don't push myself on people or ask a bunch of questions. That's one thing I can't stand. When somebody just starts, it's question after question after question. Like, damn, okay. I thought we were making conversation. This is a questionnaire. What is this? Okay, it's 7:15. I don't think I should even leave till 9. I'm not hungry though, or else I'd make something to eat. I wish my mom was up, I'd make her breakfast. I know she'd like it. I like to cook, but I don't always want to eat what I cook. Hardly ever do I want to. I just like to cook. You feel like you're possessed? You have like bass in your voice. You do a real deep laugh. Scare everybody around you. You're laughing and they're in fear. Damn, girl, you okay? You all right? Yeah, I'm just laughing. Oh, okay, because I didn't know what was happening with you right now. You sure you're okay? Everything all right? I'm so tired of having my hair up in a ponytail. But it's getting on my nerves, putting it down. And then I keep thinking, do I want her to just like trim it, give it a little bit of a style, but not like take off length? I'm not going to give myself a bob or anything. We're not cutting it off. But I keep thinking, I have to be prepared to tell her what I want. The worst is to sit there and decide in a way with the stylist. Like you have to make a decision. I don't want it to be short though. And sometimes you'll literally think you want the haircut that you asked for until you do it. I've cut my hair off enough times, I know I don't want that. I know I don't want shorter hair. And then my problem is, I'll take screenshots, but each screenshot has something different in it that I'm going for. So I'm like, okay, this one's the color, this one's the cut, but see how the volume is on this one and how it lays? I have like 5 visions for them. And make it all work. Wrap it up with a bow. Yeah, Pooh, that was me the last couple weeks. But the last week, that was me. Yeah, nothing was funny to me. I was checked out. Checked out. Like I do everything I need to do, but my face is like wiped clean. There's no expression. Just a serious look. But then after you haven't laughed, like a really good laugh, and you've been serious or depressed or something, and you laugh at something, oh my God. The way you will laugh and laugh and laugh, that happened to me. I had a friend on the phone and she is fucking hilarious. And she doesn't mean to be. Like it's not even part of her. She just says shit that is so funny and random. Not the facial expressions, not the extra stuff, just the phrases she uses. I forgot what it was, but that shit took me out. I was crying, laughing. We had to stop talking. We were both laughing, but I was like crying tears, and I kept telling her, wait, wait, wait. She had me dying laughing. Oh, I know what we were talking about. We were talking about diapers and pads and how many products there are now and how big the pads are. She got me when she said, now I've said this before, but when you hear it from somebody else, it's funny. She said she bought these pads, she didn't realize how long they were. Like how the length was or the thickness or whatever. It said overnight. No, it was over belly button. And I've had this happen. She said the front of the pad came up and reached her belly button, and the back went all the way up, back over her like butt crack. Like it went just like this. Like it was a slip and slide. It was big and long. I couldn't envision it because I have bought that before, not knowing what it was. It just said overnight. It didn't say overnight under a bridge and through a canoe. This will be a life-saving device. It was massive, this pad. And it's true, you'll put it on and it's like coming out your underwear, the thing's so long from the front to the back. At this point, give me the diaper. Give me the diaper. If this is how bad it's gonna get, give me the diaper. Maggie, especially when it's actually really funny. Like it's really funny and it hits you at the right time. I needed that. That had me laughing so much. The whole conversation, we just kept going and it's just relatable. And we're both like in the same phase of life, like as far as our age, our hormones, all that. So we were talking about shit that's just like relatable, but it was hilarious. And I'm usually the one talking about that and making somebody laugh. So it was nice just to sit and listen to her and crack up. It was good. Under a bridge and within a canoe. Don't forget that part. I feel like I disassociate. I do at times. I completely disassociate. At times. You can just see it. Like I'm checked out. I'm not attached to it. Just going through the motions, that's it. A lot of these mixes sound the same, but there's a couple that are just so good. Every song flows, it's good. And then they'll mash up the songs together. So you'll hear a new playlist and it'll have a couple songs that you heard before and you like it. And then it's something wild in between that you don't like. No, honestly, the way I was laughing at first, and then I said, hold on, and she kept going. I was bending over, holding my stomach. I was crossing my legs. Because I was like, I'm going to cough or laugh and pee. It's going to happen. And I don't have on a super omega alpha phi beta kappa pad right now. I don't have on the sorority system. I don't have on trousers. So take it easy. You break out into song? That's the most annoying shit to kids. They can't stand to hear you sing or have fun, I swear. Well, if you have a good voice, maybe. But if not, don't do it. You'll ruin their lives. I'll have my AirPods in, and I don't typically sing out loud, but you know how you catch yourself sometimes? Singing or saying something, or you get in the moment and you start. I'll turn around, there's one of my kids. Killing the moment. Killing the moment with this look on their face. There were so many times my kids would ask me when they were younger, why are you laughing? That's the funniest shit ever. You will have kids. This happens to everybody, I feel like, at one point or another. They will look at you and be like, why are you laughing like that? Well, why? The last time I laughed hard, what happened? You nervous that I'm laughing hard? Damn. Then they take the laughter right out of you. You don't laugh again for 3 business days. No laughter comes across your face. They don't care. Girl, they don't care. They're gonna ruin it for you. They don't care. I can't believe my phone finally charged to 25%. Now I'm supposed to go, upgrade this phone? Hell no. After what I went through? Hell no. I don't even want it. I'm gonna throw it in the trash can and call it a day. The look, yeah, the shut it down look. I'm gonna shut your fucking fun down. You laughing? Hell no, you're not gonna laugh around me again. This will be the last time you laugh. I don't know where I put my slippers, and these shoes squeak and squeak. Oh, now I have the hiccups because I drink too much coffee. It's bad for you. As I carry my cup, I gotta finish it. Too bad. I gotta finish it. It's gone. It's gone. My mom must have seen it. She must have seen it. She didn't say anything, right? Look. You can barely see it. I'll point it out, but can you barely see it or do you not see it? For those that know what I'm talking about, if you don't, you're lost. If you do, you got it. See how you can barely see it? Yeah. So that means probably when we were at the beach, my mom found that. But she wasn't going to say anything to me. She wasn't going to say anything while I'm gone, which is like the nicer thing to do. Why ruin somebody's time or, talk about something you can't do anything about while you're gone? I think she forgot, or I wonder if, because grandmas will do this, I wonder if she cleaned it up and then didn't say anything. But I bet she asked Sohaila. I bet she asked her. And then they just didn't tell me, what happened. My mom probably thinks she's saving her, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I already talked to her about it. There's not much I can do. She did it. Besides talk to them, if it's serious enough, you punish them. This was what am I going to do? You already colored with your fingernail on the couch. It looks like it says fuck. Honestly, I would be so shocked if Sohaila cussed or wrote it down or put it there. Like, I would be shocked. I've never heard her curse. I've never snuck up. Like, you know how you sneak up on your kids naturally? You just walk up quietly and you listen to them. She plays video games with Kamal all the time. They get on the little thing, whatever. They play. They play. I've never heard her do that. Ever. I would literally be shocked. I would be speechless for a little while. Just because she is very much like, I don't know. I don't usually have any problems with Sohaila with behavior. She listens. She has a good heart, she has a good conscience, and she just listens. She's a very easy child to deal with. She listens. But I don't know what that was that got into her. I can picture her too, because it wasn't that long ago I was a kid. It was 95 years ago I was her age. That's not that long ago. 95 years flies by. I can literally imagine how it is to be a kid and then you do something. I said she took her fingernail and did it a little bit. And when she realized if I scrape, I can make a picture, she was like, game on. I'm going to draw a person. I'm going to draw a face by the person, a cloud or two, and then I'm going to cover it up with this pillow. It's like a classic child thing to do. You do something wrong and then you put something in front of it or over it. Oh, okay. The creases look like that? Maybe so. Maybe my mom fixed it that way. So when I went up to check, it said fuck. And I'd be like, Mama, Mama, you see the cussing on the couch? There's curse words on the leather, Mama. There's a problem. I gotta remember to ask her. You wouldn't think it would slip your mind. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening right now in life, every day, all day. Sometimes my mom's gone, sometimes I'm gone. We're crossing paths in a way where she's doing something, I'm doing something. I just wonder like what her face is going to be like because she clearly saw it. Now I know she clearly saw it. I really thought, but see, the pillow's gone that was here. The pillow that we always keep right here is over there. I didn't move the pillow. When we came back from the beach, the pillow wasn't on the couch. It was over there. Oh my God, it was so funny. Her face was so funny. Because at first she didn't recognize what I was drawing. She wasn't thinking about it. And then as I said, look closer, she was like, oh shit, that looks very familiar to me. I recognize that. I know that right there. He smells like a tomcat. Turtle talk. Hello. I'm doing okay. Life could be better, but life could be worse. So I'm right in the middle somewhere. I can't believe she did it. It was funny only because I was shocked. I was shocked. But then I did talk to her, of course. Like off camera. I'm not going to reprimand her like that on camera. But like when we left the restaurant and stuff, we were in the car. We ended up staying at the beach longer that day. So we walked back to the car, and then I had been messing with Tommy, like telling him, like, let me drive, because you know how guys are about their cars, right? They don't even have to have a sports car or a lifted truck. Like how I am with my car is how he is. I might let you drive, but probably not. That's my car. And if you do anything I don't like, you're going to piss me off. And sometimes it's a natural reaction when something happens, like you're driving somebody's car and you bump the curb or you do something. You'll laugh because it's just like almost like a nervous reaction, or you're trying to make sure the person doesn't get mad, don't laugh when you bang the curb with me. Don't laugh when you bang the curb in my car. I will not laugh for any reason at all. But we stayed there a while longer. And then the kids were done and I was done. That was it. And it randomly got so warm. Like the first day we went on that trip, the weather was great. The second day, so much hotter. And all of us had pretty much packed clothes that were like thicker and warmer. We were dying. We were all so hot walking around like that. We were hot. Yeah, they do. Plus, they're kids. She's 9. It's not shocking. You know what I mean? She's only 9. She's going to do little things. I'm glad it's honestly things like this where it's not a brand new piece of furniture or something that has sentimental value and then it's broken or ruined. Those are the scenarios I hate. Those ones are. I don't like those scenarios. Especially like if it's something that's like memorable to my mom. Me, I can kind of get over it. But, you know, with my mom, I'm like, please don't do that to her stuff. Please don't do that. But she's only 9. You gotta just roll with it. Talk to them. If it's bad, take stuff away from them that they like. They'll get the message. That tablet or whatever else, your TV time or whatever, you'll get the message. It gets boring quick when you get your stuff taken. It gets real boring real quick, real quiet. Like with my son, I kept trying to reason with him. I kept trying to talk to him and reason with him. You need to go to bed at this time. You need to be off of these things. You need to put these things up. Like, I don't want to see that you're up. Don't wake up through the night and then get back on something just because you woke up and maybe you're not tired. Not trying to be defiant, but you're not tired. No more of that. Well, he wasn't able to do that. So I changed the Wi-Fi code. I took his phone and his game system. I took the remote to the TV. And I said, if you go to bed at this time, if you get up at this time, if you shower, if you do all these things on your list of like self-care, your responsibility in the house. They don't have that many chores, but they do have chores. I said, if you do all that, you can earn one thing back at a time, but the phone is the last because I don't know if I'm going to give it back. I don't know if you need that. Seems like access to stuff you don't need. So I changed the Wi-Fi password and then I split the channels on the Wi-Fi box where my mom and I can get on one. Nothing alters that. The kids can get on the other one, but that's only if I let them get on. They don't have the password. They can't. So I have to put the password in. And then, you know, there's not service without that. Wait a minute. Lori, wait a minute. I must have missed the other comment, girl. Well, I don't know what you said before that. I don't know what that's pertaining to. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about your cat? I mean, I knew that, but I forgot what you said a second ago. I don't know how old that kitten is. Its name is Bugsy. Cute little thing. Aggressive, but cute. I don't know how old she was when I found her in front of Tommy's house. I don't know. I would guess 4 to 5 weeks. She was young, very tiny, very, very tiny teeth, very tiny cry, but loud. Like she was young. She was very little. But I don't know what I would guess her age would be now by looking at her. Because you know how when cats go through those little growth spurts, they get super long very fast. Like they like get stretched out like they're clay and you just pulled them. Well, the last time I saw her, she was so big. I couldn't believe it. Her body was so long. Her face, that kitten's face, it's like overnight it changed. Its nose, the bridge of its nose got longer. Like everything about the face, like everything overnight. But I don't feel like if I look at her, she's 3 months old. So she must be younger than that. Then I'm trying to remember the timeline of when I found her. Not that it matters, but I don't know how old she was when I found her or how old she was or she is now. Okay, Pooh. Wow. Damn. I tried to do that, and I did that more so with my older kids. I feel like it didn't really help anything. No, not 1,000 times. I just thought you said 100. I didn't even make them do it 100 times. But that to me was like, I don't know. It was like that to me is like an in the moment punishment. Like you're getting punished in that moment, you're writing it. But what happens after that? You know what I mean? Like, so that's the punishment, is that where it ends? I like to have conversations, but if the kid shuts down, whatever kid, if the child you're talking to shuts down and they get that look on their face, at whatever age, they'll do it. They get the look on their face, they're not listening, they're not responding when you're talking. Then talking about stuff, you gotta wait. I always tell my kids, if you're gonna look like this or not respond or not have a conversation, I'll just wait to have that conversation with you. We can do it tonight, we can do it tomorrow, whenever you're receptive, because I don't want to waste my breath and time if you don't care. The punishment's still the punishment. You know? We'll talk about it when you're ready. Damn. My son must have turned over or something and banged that wall. I can picture that, Shell. I can picture him doing that. I haven't watched Simpsons in forever. Probably since I was younger. I really haven't watched it. But I remember exactly that. Him having to write on the chalkboard. Lori, the kitty that Tommy has, the one Bugsy, bless her heart. She poops next to the litter box. She poops on the side of the litter box. She starts to poop in the litter box and she starts doing a hole and moving, and before you know it, she's out and she's over here. It's like a process for her. It's like stepping stones. She's all over the place. Yeah, Charlie, it's kind of funny because I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. I can't do all the poop and pee and like, oof, I can't do it. I've done it. I don't want to do it. That's true, Pooh. I agree with that. You have to figure out, each child is different. Figure out, like, what is their thing. For my kids, it's always been taking their stuff, not hitting them. I don't say, like, you're staying in your room all day, or I'm not giving you dinner. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do those things. I'll take your stuff. Now, if that doesn't work, and it always has worked so far, then we got to step it up somehow to something. But for the most part, it won't take long. They'll snap back into place when you take their things. Especially somebody Kamal's age who wants to talk to his friends on the phone. Think about it. They talk on the phone while they play the games, or they talk on the phone in like little groups, and all of them talk. You take that away and it's boring. That shit's boring. Makes you sit and think about whatever you got in trouble for. I was just talkative and she had to pee. Story of my life. Story of my life. Yeah, and sometimes I don't, it doesn't necessarily work, but it has worked so far. So I'm glad for that. Charlie, Kamal's similar to that. Kamal is similar to that. Or if he can tell I'm upset, like he just knows the look on my face. In general, he'll be like, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" He just knows immediately. He's aware, very aware of your facial expressions. Sometimes they tell on themselves like that. They'll say to you, like, "What's wrong? Everything okay? You all right? You look upset." And when you don't look upset and you're not upset, that means something is happening or has happened, right? They'll tell on themselves. So sometimes I'll be like, "I don't look upset. Do I look upset?" And then I like flip it around on them. "Do I look upset to you?" Meanwhile, I'm like pissed. So Layla notices too, but she's a little more sly. She'll kind of like feel you out to see how mad you are, if you're mad, if you're upset, what level. She'll like kind of like eavesdrop when you talk, to like see where she's at with it. If I was her, I wouldn't have been able to hold in what I did. Like I would have eventually told. I used to always tell on myself. I didn't like that feeling. Like it would eat me up. Like I would have told my mom I drew on the sofa because I would have had such guilt as a child. Also, if you wait for your parents to find something, it's a worse feeling, I feel like. So if you're smart, you'll approach your parent, whoever's nicer, and be like, "I have to tell you something." And then you kind of get credit for it, right? What do you say? "Thank you for coming to me and telling me the truth. Thank you for telling me the truth, how you drew on the sofa with your fingernail." Thank you for being truthful. Yeah. So Hayla's very sensitive though. So you raise your voice, you are upset, you like make her admit or talk about it. You know what I mean? Like you confront something, she'll cry. She just has a guilty conscience in a good way. Like she has remorse. She'll feel bad. Daddy has that look. Yep. My dad never hit us. He never hit us growing up. I don't have a single memory of my father hitting us. He had my mom do it. But anyways, he never did. He never did. We just knew to respect him. We didn't want to try it. We didn't want to find out what would happen. We were smart. Yeah, you have like a guilty conscience. That's exactly how it works. Yep. I'm surprised my mom didn't say anything though. She probably like forgot to say something to me and the time went on and she doesn't want to stress me out. It's probably because she doesn't want to stress me out or she didn't want Sohaila to get in trouble, but it's not that bad when Sohaila gets in trouble. I'm curious what my mom's going to say. I wish she would come out of her room. I would ask her, but she's still laying down. That's why I'm trying not to talk so loud. The voices in here, they just carry down the hallway. I never used to know what that meant. My mom would say that. "You're being loud, your voices are carrying down the hallway." I know what it means now clearly, but now that I will be back there and hear somebody here or vice versa, true. When the house is quiet, boy, it goes right down the hallway. Wait, can I show you what? Krista, can I show you what? Did you say it already? Can you show me? I keep coming in and out. Did I miss something? Hold on. Oh, it's gone. My mom must have cleaned it. And it looks like part of the sofa is like a tad oily, like from the conditioner, a cleaner conditioner thing. I can tell that there's like two different, see what I mean? This is glossy and shiny. This one isn't. So she must have done like a whole thing on this side. But my mom is the type that if she's upset, she will end up saying something to you. She might wait, like she's like I would be. If she left, if she was on vacation, if she was just gone, I'll wait till you come back to tell you whatever, because the worst thing is when you're not home and then somebody's talking to you about whatever happened at home and you could just wait till the person came home and talk to them. It like kills their mood or it changes their plans or something. But it's gone. She conditioned the hell out of that artwork. It's gone. I did take a picture of it just as like a memory to have. Because as kids get older, it's kind of funny and cute when you reminisce on something they did when they were younger. And it's harmless in that way, you know? But I thought that was hysterical what she did on the inside. I wasn't laughing on the outside. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. I thought there's no way she could draw onto this sofa. No, she could. She absolutely could and did. She figured it out. That made me randomly want to check all the other cushions. Hold on. Let's see. She got it like pretty much out. If I didn't know where it was to stare, I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't even see that. And this is where Sohaila sits, though. She doesn't mess with the other couches. As long as it's not a Sharpie to the wall. I don't want, like, stuff on the walls I can't get off. Those magic erasers, though, sometimes they're magic. They erase shit. Just depends. Just depends on what it is. She might not say something to you for months. Oh, yeah. She could hold it in then, huh? She could really hold it in. Depends on what it is for me if I say something immediately or I wait. Hi, Tasha. I've been okay. How have you been? I've heard that. Now, I haven't had to deal with Sharpie on walls or floors for many years. But if you jinxed me and I find some. Good, I'm glad you're good. That's enough coffee. 2 cups is enough. I'm gonna be wired if I have more. Absolutely wired. You're welcome. I thought you were talking about the swimsuits. I thought you were saying, can you show me? Like, can you put the swimsuits on? And I was going to go, yeah, no, I can't. Right now, I can't do that for you. Right now, I can't. So, I need to condense this down. This is all the stuff I've taken. Well, I can't say it's all the stuff, the majority. That was Sohaila's like toys and things that are stuff you'd put in her room, but you wouldn't buy extra furniture. You don't really have to do much with it, right? Like you can put it all in there. She doesn't play with half of this stuff anymore. I don't know the last time she touched this. And this was so cute. Let me open that. Like this stuff that you can use for your dolls. I got her the whole thing, like the whole set, the table and chairs, the fridge. There's a ton of other stuff. Look, we got headphones for days. I'm trying to tell you we got headphones for days in this house. Oh, great, my puzzle's in here. Probably missing pieces. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff. Toys that I haven't seen her touch in a long time. She needs to go through that. So that's not in there for no reason. Okay, I'm gonna text the girl back that's doing my hair so I can try to confirm. I know her day is now flipped upside down, but I'm gonna text her back and charge my phone. And then I don't know when I'll be on again, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of like handling stuff in my life and popping on. So I don't have a set schedule. I don't feel pressured to come on. I don't feel pressured to answer questions. That's not my stance right now. You can come up with whatever you want. That's fine. But I'm not pressuring myself to do things or feel things. So I'll be back whenever you see me back. I don't have a time frame. Just whenever I feel like it. We do have Sonic. We do have Sonic. We do. It's everywhere. I feel like Sonic is everywhere. I hate bins. I hate toy bins. I hate, as in, they take up a lot of room and all you do is throw your junk in it. Even if you separate it in bins, it's one area with all your crap in it, right? She's got to condense that down because she's not playing with it. She's not touching it. But we're going to just put it in the room. Why? Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I don't know when it'll be. I don't think it'll be forever, but whenever I'm back, I'll be back, okay?